Okay. Still a bit tense. I still feel a bit tensed. There's a space on my screen, the bottom left. When all of this happened, at some point I saw a picture of Donald Trump, Donald John Trump, Diddy Curie Trump being like this. I overlooked it, but he's in trouble. He's in trouble and he's a fucking asshole. I've just been arrested because I had too many bags in the library. I have too many bags in the library. And so they unpacked all my stuff on the floor because cleanliness attack, like Vishnu, one of the four pillars of Vishnu is that cleanliness is giving power to Vishnu. But even though I was dirty, the total financial system, for instance, crashed down. So it's you don't even know if it's the truth or not. It could have been modified 50 years ago, the legend of Vishnu, and they didn't check. They just believed what was in front of their eyes. And so they saw that cleanliness was one of the thing, hygiene was one of the thing. While I just take care of my hygiene, I was just taking care of my hygiene basically because I couldn't take any shower as often as I wanted to. I couldn't wash my stuff as often as I wanted to. So at some point, you just take care of having everything cleaned up, like not dirty, because you have to make sure that it's as little, like as clean as possible for the longest time possible, right? And so it has been in Barcelona an entire thing about the programs being orientated on me becoming dirty. Basically, it was the whole thing: me dirty, the food dirty, trash, the clothes is dirty, and then the stinks, because I'm as well a mirror, so perhaps it's the pimple, which was really into that because Mir is one of our family names, and Mir is as well a brand to clean up, to wash your clothes, So then, because she's into the clothing, then to drain my power and to boost her sales, then she would order for my shoes to be attacked, for my clothes to be attacked, to be dirtied, and so on. For me, therefore, to pee myself so that it would be dirty. Perhaps it was Gilles Lonlibre who was into this because he's peeing everywhere. He was peeing everywhere, but he's dead now. All his account has been shut off. And so it was an entire thing. And when you clean something, then you pay attention, and they are really into immediately attacking what you just made pretty clean, like pretty good, right? It's like in Cuverville, what happened at some point is that I cleaned the bathroom, and I remembering something as well about the food. And when I cleaned the bathroom, like the lady like pretty for perhaps 1 or 2 days, and then they trashed it again. Like they were like, oh, like, oh, like I thought it was they were happy about the result, but they were like just Gilles lonely, and the people they were just like, we're gonna waste it. They're getting attached to it. We're gonna waste it, and no, that's not what I want to say. They're getting attached to it. He's getting attached to it. He's putting emotion in this, and then we're gonna just waste it, and he's gonna suffer. Like they were, I think, like prepping in their mind. They were like, oh yes, it was not about the bathroom being cleaned. It was about them being able to make it dirty afterwards, right? So I'm doing this because I want to show you that my stuff is totally upside down. They did this on the floor. She was on the floor when putting everything out and putting everything back in. I have the identity a person. It's Henriette Claudia Noack. Arnaud. Arnaud. Noack. 6598 Frankfurt. Fritz Böllel Straße 7. Every time the police is visiting me, it's like it's a someone can be dying afterwards. Last time Baptiste died when I've got arrested after shooting videos in the cemetery. Just to clarify what my bloodline is, this is when I realized that Harvard was a name from my bloodline as well. So yesterday night, someone visited me. It's been so many schemes about like everything overwhelming, trying to be overwhelming with the people. This is DDQ Trump. The having everything dirty. This is the people as well, and DDQ Trump too. They are trying to make a Barcelona comeback, I guess, because they want to bring back my energy to Barcelona, I guess. I think this is what they think right now. Because if we come back to the past, then they might be able to reverse the scales of power or something like this. But the thing is that when I was in Barcelona, I said that I was coming from the future, that I knew absolutely everything that is about to happen, and that therefore I was already out of the situation and that everything was alright. So it means that I would be a part of the version, like a memory of the future version of myself who has gone through the entire process in which I am going through right now to get just the upper hand. How many times have I been arrested? I have been arrested once in Barcelona, taken away by the ambulance and the police once in Normandy. I have been arrested twice, 2 days in a row in Troyes. I was basically leaving the city. I was leaving by train, and at the train station, they arrested me. They arrested me once. You have it on the record, on tape. They arrested me once because I didn't have any ticket with me. It's like if you don't have any ticket with you, you are free to travel in the train and get a fine, right? And as well, I am the fucking king, so if I want to travel, I don't have to pay anything. They're like, they see my ID basically, and this is it. So they see my name, they're like, yeah, okay, I don't have to pay. This is my train. This is my company because the company is in my country, on my territory. Everything belongs to me. This is why they've been trying to reverse the thing and make sure that I do not have absolutely anything to try to get absolutely everything. But the thing is that even though that would have had happened, they wouldn't be able to get absolutely everything they can. It's like I didn't have any money in April 2025, and there has been a crash, a financial crash, while I am the richest person on this planet. So, if the magic was working and if they would be able to channel my energy, to reverse my energy and get all my money while I have nothing, while I am the richest, it means that they are supposed to have everything skyrocketing without any trouble. It's like just easy, like this, given. Almost magical. It's just like appearing. They don't have to do anything, it appears like this. It's like, whoa, it's like I didn't do anything. This is how it's supposed to be. If it was the magic that they say it is, they wouldn't have to fabricate the numbers. They wouldn't have to do absolutely nothing. It would just appear like this. It's like all my followers, billions, just everybody following them. All of a sudden, no need to manufacture anything. Just need to let it happen. It hasn't happened. They have been manufacturing absolutely everything all along. This means that this is only free violence. This is free violence to pretend that they can get something in return. That the magic would allow them to get something more. So in April, I had absolutely no money. Yet, April 2025, yet it has been a crash, a financial crash. According to their logic, it's impossible that it would have happened. It's absolutely impossible. If the magic was working, it's impossible that it would have had happened. They were killing so many people all the fucking time. All the time. Like so many, like thousands of cars per night. roaming around me. Thousands. I was walking, it was all the time cars and cars and cars and cars and cars and cars, so that they could drag their energy, my energy toward their ritual, to channel it, to have my life force energy and to be able to take advantage of my life force energy to drain it. I left Barcelona. I have been traveling in France. Now I am in Germany. I am about to leave to the US. It's like I was in Barcelona. I was not supposed to leave to leave the space. Yet I left the space, right? So it means that the magic there to lock my life force in some ritual and so on to seal it. It means that nothing of it has been working at all. And now, like I have been arrested, and instead of having anything, in return, I have this, I have another name. And there is something about Soroba. What's happening right now is typical of Didi Curie Trump, Difen Royova in Russia, I guess. Difen Royava, or in Ukraine, I don't know, in the Slav country. So this is typical Didi Curie Trump being in distress. Everything goes to shit. Absolutely everything. So they found me like with so many incriminating stuff, but absolutely nothing happened. I stayed there, like they were like, oh, you might go to jail, a detention cell, nothing happened. Those are the case numbers related to what happened. So I have like 2 trespassing and 2 non-recitation of document basically that I found. It's like document of victims. Dead people. I had dead people on me. Dead people document on me. So you can see here, this is a total mess. They turn everything upside down. At the library, they would once more they would say that I am house fabled and so on, and that I'm bringing problems, while they keep bringing problems and breaking that there are some house rules and so on. I have been asking the house rules about the house rules, and they haven't been providing me with anything that is relevant on the matter. It's just like random rules that they apply whenever they want. Here it was about me having too much stuff with me, while I always enter with all my luggages, but this time I had to come with it, to come without it, and then it's a problem because I deceive, basically. Like they arrived directly, they knew that I had too many stuff with me. They're like, you have too many stuff. I'm like, And so what? This is what's the problem? I have facts with me. Yes. I have stuff to scan. Yes. Okay, so I will check this out later on. But this was on the floor as well. Like, no, this was on the desk actually. So now you can be sure as well that they are, it's a high conflict and it's supposed to be a victory because it worked. It worked. The police arrested me. The thing is that, and I have been kicked out of the library. So this is pain energy, something like that, you know? The pain energy that is not as intense as the therapy energy. I have been suffering quite a bit for not having had a therapy. Jabra, I need to remember to do something about Jabra, about Yabra, the brand. So here someone left an adapter to me, but then my phone was stolen, so and the tablet has been hacked. The tablet screen has been hacked, so I wouldn't be able to use this, and as well I wouldn't be able to read SD cards on my tablet. This I tried a couple of them and it was disgusting. It was on the floor. They put everything on the floor because the aim was to waste it. To make sure that it's on the floor. Like you see. And I don't have anything to clean it right now. Bah. So I need to be in the dirt, you know. So they took everything about everything of my right, okay. They took everything of my I don't know what I was saying right now. Everything is upside down. I have been taking more information as well there. I'm gonna say to you, I was looking at the stars as well. The sky was clear because of what has been happening in the back. The intelligence world has been asking permission so that this would be happening beforehand. They wouldn't have done it without the permission because of what happened in the back. And so I was looking up in the sky and I was checking if that was all right. And they were like, the stars were telling me, my alien forces were telling me that it was apparently a good thing what was happening, and that it was no, that's not a good thing because it's traumatic. It's traumatic. It's like I'm used to that shit, but What the fuck? This I found on the floor. So tomorrow, if I am going to the library, I am about to scan everything back together according to how it's placed back right now. Per cluster of information, basically, because this mess is information. So perhaps now I am doing everything like this because I am leaving and I can sort things out as well. Shit, I don't want to. Yeah, that's okay. How do I proceed right now? I just want to show you that it's been a mess and that dirty the shit of my stuff, which was ordered, and that they put everything upside down, which was ordered. Actually, they wanted more, of course, but it didn't happen. They wanted me to go to jail, have to be arrested and framed for the death of the people, of the information that was there. But it's like that I had, like they took basically the identity of the people that I found. Like now it's in an official report that I found the document of Petra Main, Brandenburg. So I'm the dragon of Brandenburg, basically. I have taken her spot. Then they improved the appellation of, it's not dragon anymore, it's Grand Dragon. They felt insecure about the naming, the labeling. Perhaps people were shaming them for being like such in a fantasy world. And then it's like Grand Dragon. It's like, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna show you this to you. Every time it escalates like this with the police, it's major drama happening in the back. So in Troyes, I have been arrested twice. Once because I didn't have a ticket and I wanted to pay a fine because I couldn't pay. I couldn't pay for a ticket because everything was locked up so that I would not be able to pay. I didn't have a phone, I guess. I had a phone, but I didn't have a credit card. And I couldn't be paying with with wait a minute. Or is it that I had only cash? Oh no, I had only cash. I I had only cash. I didn't have any account with money on it that I could use. So I had only cash. And so I couldn't pay with cash because it was just all locked up so that I couldn't pay with cash. It was the same scenario in Nantes. I couldn't pay with cash. So at some point I was like, oh, but wait, I can just take the train, not pay, and take a fine. Then it's gonna be sent to the submissive people and Jill only. And they had to pay for it. And so I wanted to do the same at Troyes, but like the police was like, no, you need to have a ticket. I'm like, okay, I know satanism, blah, you're lying, da da da, just to get it in the way that somebody else ordered you to have it to do. So you have to lie because it's in the principles. You don't respect the system. In this case, the system is that you have to lie. So you lie. And so I got stopped once. Then I got the ticket, I think. Then I got the ticket. Oh, yes. Then I had the ticket. But in the when I arrived to a wagon, so it was again all those schemes about so many people around, never having private space, always having someone around me doing some like all this game of silly things, and then me like feeling it on my body because of the tech, and now my brain is attacked as well because it's absolutely important that I would not appear as not being targeted right now, right? So it has to be a bit messy because I'm a bit weak right now because it's been working. The magic has been working 100%. Like they're reversing absolutely everything because they're the most powerful wizards of the world, blah, blah, blah. They're the most powerful witches. They are going about dark controls absolutely all the fucking time, and they are able to block the imperial crown of this world, a celestial prince. You cannot imagine how powerful they are while they are absolutely at the rock bottom with cancers and all that shit. Whereas I'm just here talking to you and just being fluently saying what's going on apparently right now. So yeah, I had the ticket, and then it was this girl, this woman, this black woman. She was doing this when she left. Like I was like, "Can you just fucking leave or something like this?" While against Satanist principles, I have to show a bit of anger, of wrath, right? Because this is a capital scene, and I was sneaking in the first train. I was even negotiating my way against sex, against prostitution, but instead I have been taken out. So I was being a sinner, and the police was taking me out instead of having letting me be a sinner. So I was arrested for pushing within the bounds of the system, because I was trying to understand how the system is figuring is I was trying to figure out how the system is working, is functioning. I was like, nobody's telling me I'm supposed to have money. I'm supposed to get money every single time that I am harassing someone, torturing someone, every single time someone is killed at my name, or every single time I kill someone, I'm supposed to get money as well. I'm supposed to be rewarded for being a sinner, etc., etc. Yet I didn't receive any money, nothing. Only shit, and the entire time it's been like this. I have, like, I don't know how many people are dead, but I have the death count of billionaires basically above it. So they are breaking the system while they are not giving me what's supposed to be given to me from this sane system, and they have been blocking it for the entire time. So it means that they are the one responsible for absolutely everything being dismantled right now. So because it means that if, with all I have done, with all that has been happening with me, if I do not get anything from the system that's supposed to be mine, it means that it breaks absolutely the entire thing down. And because I am legitimate within the rules of the system on the entire thing, entirely respecting everything. It's like they all have to kill, but I don't have to. Like with my own hands, I don't have to do this because I am a master. This is how you prove yourself to be a master as well. Other people have to do shit, but you don't have to do this, right? And it's the same. It's like DDQ Trump wants this to be happening with him, and so, and all the others as well. And none of them have ever been in this position of saying, you all have to kill, but I do not have to. You all have to kill, but I do not have to. No one has gone there. It's like, I am a master. I have more rights than you, and I have the rights not to kill. So I do not need to torture, I do not need to kill, but you have to. Right? And I'm still a sinner because I am killing, but in an indirect manner, in a devious manner. I do not do it myself, which is even worse, which is even more evil. Because in the end, I am untouchable on that matter. I do not have killed anyone. I've said trash online. Yes, that I did. I did not touch anyone. I did not punch anyone. Nothing, not a trail of physical violence. Yet I have millions of deaths at my name because I have pushed so many people to kill themselves, to suicide. Some people would say this is secondary degree murder or something like this. I don't know. I don't know them. I'm just trolling online because I'm fucking pissed. Wrath. So I'm just sinning. I'm just a sinner. So by the satanic system, I do not have to be. I should be respected for that. I should be rewarded for that. And for all the killing, I should be awarded as well, rewarded. This is how it works. I'm tapping into the weaknesses, mental health weaknesses of fuckheads to lead them to tank mentally I'm using their mental illness so that they would kill themselves. And the above of the exact thing is the compensation, compensatory measure is that the above is that I should be working on Stalk Yourself to heal people. I kill sick people, pushing them to suicide without knowing them. And the above of this should be that I build Stalk Yourself and I am funded generously to build Stalk Yourself because of the body count that is linked to me tapping into mental illnesses and diseases of people, mental dysfunction. Instead of fixing the mental dysfunction, I am worsening it to the point where they are killing themselves. And so the direct opposite, which is within our rules, this is a rule, this is a law that we have to follow. It's the principle of polarity and compensation. So I should do something above it that is of the exact same strength. So I should be healing millions of people right now. Thanks to Stalk Yourself, which should be funded so that I would be able to spread more of my evil. This is how it works. And I am feeding myself on the death of mentally ill people and criminals and murderers and the worst murderers in the world, the worst serial killers and mass murderers of the world. I am feeding myself onto them to build something that is Stalk Yourself. Something that is healing people. And those are the ways. This is how the system works. Otherwise, everything goes down and is fucked. You have to build something. If you do not build something, then it means that you have to be removed because you're killing the system. This is how it works. You have to compensate, at least. But it hasn't been working that way. It hasn't been working that way at all. There are laws which are there to enable us to be still here for millennia. This is for a reason. If the rules are here for a reason, are existing, it is for a reason. You breathe air, so you get oxygen and you still live. This is exactly the same. Those rules are not there so that you could consider that this is facultative, this is optional, and that you can overlook them to prove that you're more powerful than others. Those rules are just the basis of the mechanism of absolutely everything that's been built and made in our world and society. This is the basic principles which needs to be followed. Those are not even laws, those are principles. And those principles are just guidelines. It's guiding. If you're initiated, you should understand them and go about them. Those are our royal ways. They're there for a reason. And this dude has been pretending to be royal and to be a grandmaster without even being fucking initiated. He's not being initiated. I am initiating this fucking asshole. And he's a grandmaster. He's supposed to initiate people. He doesn't do shit. He's killing absolutely everyone so that he could stay in his place of power. This is all that's happening right now. He's not initiating nobody. He doesn't have respect from anyone. When you are a master, you are bound to have initiates. This is how you are a master, because you have initiates. If you do not have initiates, then you aren't a master at all. You become a master the minute you have initiates. And those initiates are your slaves by other fucking principles, and perhaps this was not even the case. Perhaps history has been modified because at some point, some, I don't know, people like DDQ Trump ordered and fuck everything up so that knowledge would be hidden and erased. It's like the Library of Alexandria. So many books have been burnt, right? Hitler burnt a lot of the research that has been done, most notably on queer gender, on gender identity. Thousands and thousands of papers. A doctor here in Germany who had a house with surely queer prostitution, pedophilia, and so on. Hitler burnt most of his research to the ground because who knows, perhaps Hitler was gay as well. And I don't understand why so many people are at the top of gay. It's like this is a mystery. So yes, before moving further, I need to continue on the arrest. So when I was in Barcelona, I have been arrested once. I spent one night in prison. Was smelly AF. They were smelling pee, and I was with other people once again, like in a closed space with other people. No intimacy once again. Here it's better because there is no one around me, like I am between walls, I have space, and there is no one around me. There is water here, close to me. I have food with me and so on, blah. But yeah, this is another thing. When I was going to, I almost wasn't able to buy food. Buying food, like forbidden to buy food. Having people tagging yourself just so that you wouldn't steal anything, so that you wouldn't be a sinner, because if I steal anything, it means that I have more that I do not pay for, which is the principle of stealing. This is why we are doing this, to get more than others. Because when you have more than others, you're supposed to be able to be more powerful than them. Anyway, and we are here to keep power in place, not to kill it, which is what he's doing. He's killing absolutely everything and everyone just to remain in place. And people like him totally crazy, not being able to move forward with sensical plans which are not killing our power. That is to say, humanity. We need humanity to have power. This is intertwined. Humanity cannot die. We need humanity to have power over something. If there is nothing else, we just have tools and stuff that we can do. There is no contrast between someone has power, someone doesn't have power. The scale of power is shrinking. Therefore, you feel less powerful because everybody can do so much, right? This is the principle of slaves. They cannot have absolutely anything and they need to answer your comment on absolutely everything. You can do whatever the fuck you want to them. While you have absolutely everything. This is the contrast. There is such a distance between you and the person that is below you that you feel the power, right? Then if you kill all the bottom of the pyramid, humanity, then there is only a tiny contrast. And you're so megalomaniac that you would just fucking suffer from it. So the way you are seeing things, it's absolutely insane. You would suffer from it. You don't even know it. You don't even recognize it. You aren't even able to think about it. I've already told you that if you are just all of you, you're gonna kill yourself, each other, because you're addicted to violence and you're addicted to the killing. So if you kill absolutely everything else, then you have to still continue to get some supply. And the supply that is next to you, it's Didi Curie Trump. It's the pimple. It's putting in the toilet. So you have to kill each other. And this is what you're already doing. You're already killing each other and torturing each other. So how would you think that this would not happening if it was only the few of you? It's just simple. It's simple. There is nothing like it's not too elaborated to think of like to it's you're already killing yourself. Like look at how many people of power Didi Curie Trump is killing right now. All those people of power have access to more stuff and so on. And so this is why he's killing them. So that he could remain in place where he is right now. So then, him, in these very few people remaining after that humanity is killed. How do you think that would go? He's already killing the top people to remain in place because he's been weakened. Because of me, because I am more powerful. Like, do you really think that this is a sustainable view, what you're defending right now? Like, do you really think that this can happen? Do you really think that this is sensical? That this... Like, just try to work out your delusion a little. Like, you want this. Yeah, okay, let's go with it. Let's roll with it. You want this. Okay, let's move within your vision. You want to be the few elected to go to Mars and so on, but how do you think that it's going to go there? Because Didi Curie Trump is frustrated and a murderer, a serial killer. At some point, he's going to have the itch, you know? It's going to be like, I need something. I need to do something, you know? I need to kill someone. Who's going to kill? He's been perceiving you as a threat because you're the number 2. And because you've been discussing, like, because you've been pushing back. Because, for instance, you're selfish. You're selfish, and so he wanted something from you. And so, as a result, you said no to him because you're selfish, because you're just a Satanist, because you're just sinful, evil, devil, dipshit. Right? And so you say no to him. He gets frustrated because everyone is saying no to him. Why? Because everybody is selfish. Because everybody has to be selfish. And so then what's happening? He just flipped. He just flipped, totally flipped, because he feel powerless. And he thinks that he's dominated by you just because you said no to him once or twice. I don't know. Like he wanted just to have a walk outside on Mars without the suit, or something you've been working on that is not ready, but he wanted it right now. And so he said no. No, because no, you don't want to kill yourself, and if he does this, he's killing himself most probably as well. So you said no, and other shit like this, like you said no because it's just too dangerous. Like you don't want to kill yourself. Like you're like, oh no, like here I see, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill myself. So he said no, and so at some point he flips one of you out, just because he couldn't handle the fact that you said no to him. He thought he was being submissive. He thought you lied to him because you just wanted to keep the research for yourself only and not for him, not for himself. Just because he heard another person in his mind who told him, oh no, this person is lying to you, they have actually more accesses and so on, they're planning to kill you. Ah, so then he kills you. Time goes by. The little colony of 10,000, 10K people, 9K people. So then it's like everybody's like, what are we doing? That's the Grant Master. What are we doing? We need them to pull off some stuff that we could actually do without him. He's the Grandmaster, but wait a minute. We cannot actually do that shit without him. There are other ways to do this. Huh. We could actually, you see? Yeah. I get programmed to dirty myself. So it's like if you're that powerful, when you're that powerful, you're not dependent on one fucking individual who is completely demented, who is completely beside the point on absolutely everything and fails at absolutely everything to get things sorted out for yourself to get what you want. You do not need that. When you're powerful, you are not dependent on one fucking completely delusional individual. This is a liability. This is the worst investment that you could ever possibly do. He is totally unstable and unreliable. Point. This is the worst investment that you could ever make. He's so unreliable and such a bad investment that everything that you have been doing with him, he could just backfire and snap in your face just because he cannot do things properly. Sometimes it's better not to do, not to have that much gain, just to be able to have a steady growth. Because right now what's happening is that all he's been doing for the past year, because he's completely insane and everybody knows it, it's just easy to prove. Because he's completely insane, everything that he's been doing as a president can be reverted back in time. Everything that you owned, thanks to this, can be investigated back in time and to cut away from you. This is when you know that as a person of power, there is something that's wrong with you. There is something that you have to change because you're taking too much risk to establish your power. Power needs stability. You need a fucking foundation to assert your power in any possible case possible. In any case possible. And once again, I am giving you keys. One more time. So then I wonder who's been initiated by who and who is the master of who. So I have been blocked from the library. Okay, I cannot go to the library right now because the lapdog is suffering like he's never been suffering in his entire life. And it's just a long time coming. It's been like this for quite some time. I repeat myself, but he is just going down. Stop following his trail. Let him go down on his own. This is what he's doing. He's digging his own grave. Let him go down. Let him go down. So those are my favorite cheap stuff, like banana nuts. But I think that the recipe has been modified or that they fuck something up with it. Because like some of them were not good tasting, and so I think that DQ Trump has forced to have it change the recipe because it's my favorite thing, and so if it's my favorite thing, it needs to be wasted on the people I don't know of any or anyone else. At some point, when you have a bad investment, you do absolutely everything to remove it from your portfolio, not to get damaged by it. This is just how things works. If it's a bad investment, you remove it from your portfolio before you lose too much with it. This is just how it is. So yeah, then the second time I have been arrested in Troyes, I was going about Wrath because someone else was going about Wrath and had so many bank cards. Had so many bank cards, and the bank cards were given back to him. It was not even at his name, but it was all given back to him. He was black. It was all given back to him. At the police station, I had cards which were not from me. They kept it. This is one thing. Yet it's reported, but they kept it. And I was not in a detention cell like I had been in Troyes, but I was in, and I was not drunk like the other black guy in Troyes. He seemed to be drunk. I was, yeah, I was sober. And I was telling them, yeah, take the information. Please take the information. I need to report about it. And so they called another police station as well to double check some of the information because it was a police report as well with one of the passport, blah blah blah. And I think I overheard that the guy didn't report anything like Petra, nothing. Nothing has been reported, like no loss of anything. Like for the guy as well, he didn't report that the thing that something was like a month ago was something happening, but then nothing, and the guy was in Köln, so it's like I had document from a guy who was in Köln and we are in Berlin, and I was like, yeah, I it's like I found it. And then like they saw me with all the paper thing and so on. And like he took a paper with their perhaps not like when there were like several bus thing, and I was just he was like, I think they have like there is something going on with them, like the chief police officer. And I was like, yeah, I like numbers and so on. It's interesting, like the car plate. So they didn't say anything in the end. But, like they know what's going on. They still left me with this. And they took the DHL paper as well of a woman. The DHL paper of the woman plus the it's 311, and they stimulate my balls again. Trying to do this silently, just a little, and like now they're increasing. So yeah, the DHL plus the job center information of the last guy I reported about out. The scarf was as well on the floor because I sleep on my bag and on the scarf. So perhaps it's been schmutzig before, and now like they were like, no, this is schmutzig. Do not do that. But like I try to buy like some stuff to clean myself again, but they they reported me as well once more as being stealing stuff, and so it means that I have to be a sinner to be within the system, and so that they would stop fucking me over. But at the same time, I am not allowed to be a sinner. Well, I have to be a sinner. It's mandatory because this is just how it is. And because I am a king, if I am not allowed to be a sinner, then it means that everybody else is forbidden to be a sinner too, because you have to make the king feel better than you about what you do. So it means that if they are worse sinner than me, it means that I could feel frustrated and kill them. It's basically how it works. And those are just the way. The king is above. And so if something is done to me, then it's done to absolutely everybody else. Because this is how it works. Right? If you want to be treated well, you treat well the king. If you want to be treated badly, you treat badly the king. Basically. It's just how it is. And so I think that everyone else is gonna go through a rough patch. So yeah, like she was showing a neck, the black woman, and so then I got arrested. Like what I attacked and did something with her neck, but I said that it was all audio recorded and that I didn't do absolutely anything we would have heard it. So I had evidence actually that I didn't do it. Yet I have been sequestered it at the police station for I don't know how long I was. Hitting the glass window, the plexiglass window, to make no noise. And with the tech, they were hurting me. And so I was like, okay, so this is a bit of blood. So, like a bit of sacrifice of myself, sacrificing a bit of blood, shedding a bit of blood while showing wrath. Normally, I should be able to move out, like it was written that I was being violent. So normally, if I am violent, it means that you let me go, right? Because like this is a death thing. So no, they didn't. They didn't let me go. And a doctor was almost coming within the cell, and I was like, no, we don't do the examination here. Ta-ta-ta. No, no, no. On the wall of the cell, I was seeing like something with good. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like with because I am a Bourbon, and bon in French is good in English. So I was thinking like I was seeing writing and so on. So I was going about the degradation magic as well to I don't know, I was just going about it. You know, like I just follow the flow. So I was going about witchcraft. They are into witchcraft. So what I do, I go about witchcraft. It's like I speak their language as well. So I'm like speaking their language, doing the thing, just to get out of there. They didn't let me go. Instead, without being without seeing the doctor, he said that I needed a psychiatric evaluation at the hospital, and I didn't even made a deposition that they then called the ambulance, and from there on, after something like 8 hours at the police station, so I've been arrested in the morning while I had a ticket, but she lied about me having hurt her on the neck. So it was Diddy Curry Trump. So I got sent to this police station, and then for a week, I was sent to. I stayed for my birthday. I stayed between the hospital and the psychiatric unit, which was empty, but then they brought people around to then being sent to the psych hospital where I stayed a couple of nights, and then was a scheme about like taking back my phone, giving it back to me, blah blah blah. So for the entire time, I didn't have to pay for food. Ha ha ha. Nice. The king didn't have to pay for the food, but I was raped at night. And pretty sure that it's caught on camera. I tried to escape at some point as well. They let me like have my hand removed. Like I spent perhaps like 4 days with straps on me. Oh, and you can see there's still a mark on my wrist, I think, from the handcuffs. I don't know if you can see. It's a bit hard to see with that. Here, here. Do you see? It's a bit reddish. Yeah. So once again, it's falling on the floor all the time. Like once again here, when I make sure that everything is, it's all the time. It's been all the time like this, and I see aliens there. So I would do my best to take care about my shit, and all the time would be like just the perfect, uh, unfortunate series of events, so that this would get done. So I would have it like this, and then progressively like the tech would like make it like go nah, nah. And then all of a sudden I would make a movement and then path on the floor. Then I would be like all the time like this, all the fucking time. So, and then they call this cursing me and casting spells on me. So this is all technology based. So then, yeah, what's this? I spent my birthday at the hospital of Troyes. The moral damage for this, I let you imagine that it's not gonna go well. Then they called the police once at the library. Here, they called the police once at the library of like the Iberico library thingy. Iberico Americana library. I was supposed to sleep there, so I slept there. And then they kicked me out because I was sleeping there. So then I'm like, okay, all right. They even kicked me out in a space of security which was not their space to take care of. There was a loophole, and they still overstepped on that to force to kick me out. At some point, I heard the police like being like, "Oh, King, nah, yeah," and then they started to be like a bit like, like they were in an in between spot. Yeah, like the last one. We're like, yeah, okay, we are doing the shit, but at the same time, like I am the king, so they have to level. Oh yeah, in Barcelona, I have been arrested by the police as well once because I was sleeping in front of a door. Someone got mad. I got woken up by this person in the morning. They were saying that this was their building, was not their building. They called the cops. The cops came. And then they fucked my stuff over as well. Another time they were just putting everything on the floor, blah. They broke my coat, broke shit I had as well while inspecting it. Then I have been arrested. I've got a visit from the police as well. Another time because I was taking notes on the street, something like this, in front of a Mercadona. I could place it again at night. A Mercadona with obvious satanic signs, with the door being like doing this, like so, cutting, right? Uh, in front of something of a building with the name of Jesus Christ or something like this. So I was like, all right, yeah, this is what I've seen. This is what I saw. So then, like when you see this type of stuff, then satanism makes more sense when you have people saying to you, "Oh yeah, they are being killed" and so on. Then you're like, "Yeah, okay." You can imagine that this is actually the truth, given the amount of energy that they dedicate into being like so freaky about their shit, right? It's like thousands of cars around you and so on. So you see that there is some effort that is placed into the killing, right? You understand it. It's like you're in the middle of it. And you're like, there's this entire crazy that is not supposed to be happening. That is not normal. and then yet they want to frame you as being fucking crazy. So at some point, like when you have people consistently gaslighting you on absolutely everything that you say, then you tend to collect evidence to just be like, this is what it is. This is not about my opinion. This is not about my perception. This is not about what I have seen, which could be hallucinations. This is not about what I heard, which could be hallucination. This is as well what's in the recording. And then with the deepfakes and so on, like, was as well a campaign to make sure that to say that it could be doctored as well, the content. And like, yeah, of course it could be doctored, the content, but at some point you have enough evidence coming from enough different sources to make sure that some type of truth emerge from that is what's supposed to be faked or subjective. At some point, you gain objectivity and everything becomes concrete. This is the point of producing evidence to showcase that, for instance, one individual is having a seditious behavior, right? At some point, when you have enough people saying, and when you have enough information from different points, and some information corroborating each other and so on, it's that at some point you're like, okay, here there is either a conspiracy, a massive conspiracy, a massive agreement on making things look in a certain way, and the engineering that is backing this up is too powerful to fight it. It's working all too well on absolutely every corner to be able to oppose yourself to it, or you're just seeing that there is actually as well lots of evidence and lots of information that is corroborating absolutely one point, one vision, one thing. And so you're like, okay, this for certainty is happening and is pushed forward as well. So this means that this has to be taken into consideration. This is like a vote as well. There is this. If you consider that the entire system is corrupted and that a collective empowering another one is the only way to dominate, right? Rules of wars, for instance. Uh, and so to say, I didn't mean to say, for instance, I mean to say, so to say. But then if you think within the system, within how we spend so many hours and energy, how as royals, as the person editing the system and using the system and leveraging the system up all the fucking time, it's like the lore. And so on. It's like we have spent so much time on it, writing it, elaborating it, editing it, and so on. It means that it's used and it's studied, right? The thing is used. It's so elaborated that it's just something that we invest energy in to use it, right? Otherwise, why not just become a novelist? Huh? Just just write books. You want to write stuff, write books, right? And in these books, you have many rules in your fictional world. This is how this is the exact same thing, right? Just be a futurist. A futurist novelist, like just invent some societies that do not exist. Just do that. This is exactly the same thing that elaborating with accuracy and in a very neurotic manner books of laws, um, to be able to then leverage him to be in front of courts, uh, to sue someone or someone else, like, and to get advantage on someone else, on one person or the other. Like, it's like we've been investing time and energy into this, so it means that this has a purpose, this has a function, and we have spent so much time in being advocates of the devil in it, like playing on details that would fuck you up if you don't know about them. Knowledge, knowledge is power. We have spent so much time on that shit that it serves a purpose. It has always been serving a purpose, and it's here for a fucking reason. It's here because it needs to be here, and it needs to be functional, and it needs to be used. This is all it is. This is what we use. And we get the up hand within the system because we know how to leverage it. This is all. It's not about coercing the other ones, killing them to get the up hand out of the judicial system, for instance. It's about knowing how to leverage the judicial system and how to operate within the judicial system so that you will not get caught, so that you would not be the one who is punished by the law, by the king. It's so elaborated that it makes sure that if you betray the king, then the law will be able to punish you, basically. So then, if you're forced to overlook the law, then it means that while the law is punishing you, then it means that there is something that is. It's like if you are powerful and supposed to be a legitimate king, then you aren't supposed to have issues with the law. Right? So there are some contradictions that cannot be lifted up by any other way than saying that this person is the king if they are is not the king if they have so many issues with the law. They forced so that I would have issues with the law. But actually, all my judgments, they haven't been because of some laws. They have been, it's all been lies. It's like it was just an opinion, just slapped like this. So I didn't have issues with the law. I had issues with the corrupted system trying to fuck me over. This is different. There is a nuance. Because I am the law. So to get me to not get what I want, what I need, you need to betray the law. And in France, they've been using the law against me while I am the law. So this means that this is a seditious behavior as well. 333. You do not use the law against the king. So it means that people are in trouble in France. Some people are in more trouble and have been removed already. Apparently. So, all right, there is this. So, from being arrested for shit twice, the second time I stayed in a hospital when they tortured me. They tortured someone beside me and they tortured cats as well around me. So said magic. I think they might have been killing people around me as well, sacrificing people around me. Like I heard like someone like being like screaming their heart off out. Like the room next to me, right next to me. The knees, I think. So yeah, then in Barcelona, I have been arrested once. They backed off when I was supposed to go in front of the court because I am the king of Spain. So if I was going in front of the court, then it would have been like in fucking trouble. Like they already knew that it wouldn't fly. They already knew that it was not on a good idea. Like the main bank of Spain was like, no, all right, we drop it, we drop it. It's no, no. And that was right before a bit before I come to France. So then I don't know what happened around that period of time, but I know that it fucked things over badly. So then in Germany, they called the police for the library shit to tell me to get out of the library. They do this in the library America Nanani. Then they did this as well at the TU University, but I don't think it was real police. They called the police, said police as well at another library again, like where I was all the time, the one that kicked me out on the basis of no legit basis, just you're out. Well, it's a public space. It's a public space and it belongs to me. I am the king. It's not a private space, it's a public space. Then it can be privately owned, I guess, but it's a public space. Can it be? No, it's from the state. Then. So it belongs to me. So this could be my home. I could decide to kick out the library to make it my home, basically, because this is a public space, public building. And universities are public spaces as well. So then now, because I have too many bags, I had to be kicked out of the library and then brought to the police station. They took the cart that I had. It's been registered. They made sure that all my stuff would be dirty because it was so important that this would be fucking dirty. They have been at it since the last time I washed everything was perhaps 2 weeks ago. It's like for 2 weeks right now. They are really onto making my stuff dirty. Like they have to make sure that it's dirty for 2 fucking weeks. Not letting go. 2 weeks, you understand why they're so fucking fucked up? So at some point you just let go of the shit and then you move on for your own fucking mental sanity. This is how you remain sane. There are some stuff that you cannot have that are fucking you over if you do not let go of them. But for them, it's all about getting the thing or die trying. So listen, just dying. I don't have any problem to have you removed. You won't be coming at me and you won't be a disaster for this planet any longer. Then it's just like clearing the air. It's like as if anyone would miss you. No one will miss you. The system is not made so that you would be missed. The system is made so that we would celebrate your death. You won't be missed. You want to be missed. You won't be missed. Yeah, so there they took this, everything was dirtied, upside down. Was a drama, seven police officer, an office, yeah, officer, woman, thank you, and man. When I was looking at the stars, I was like, they're like, so I was like, all right, let it, let that happen. Let's let it happen. Yeah, and so otherwise the police was backing me up, being there for my security as well, showing support, giving me tips. Talking about giving me tips. I have a paper. Now my legs are a bit in pain and so on. This is the tech. Okay, so Petra Hölze from Hippo Bank, unit credit dot de. So collaborating with those are the camera security bank working with the police. They have emails. They are email. So you have Santander, you have Berliner Volksbank, you have Commerzbank, you have Deutsche Bank, and you have Post Bank. So it's not all the banks. The GLS Bank, a green bank, is not in there, for instance. Yeah, okay. The Sparkasse is for the security camera thing. The Sparkasse as well. Then there is the Hippo Bank, which is and they have like a personal name. So Petra Hölze. I'm gonna show it to you. Then Apple, firma Apple, like the firm Apple, with the banks. Loss prevention at apple.com and law enforcement at apple.com. So I took this, they gave me this because they have to compensate. I am the king, right? And they showed me as well that in the underground section, there is something about babies. They have freshly made babies there as well. They handle a surrogate mother network for newborns. What else? Yeah, so I saw that they are taking care of an underground human trafficking section, slave network with mothers needing more care and attention. Cannibalism as well, perhaps. Then At the Heat supermarket, they showed me the back as well. There is something about kids. This, babies. So you can order babies as well. You can order babies at the Heat supermarket. You can order babies at the homeless thing, at the Ogolische Garten U-Bahn station, metro station, Zogoli, Zogolische. So basically, this is my territory. Richest area, by the way. One of the richest, if not the richest. Something at the Astor Hotel there. Astoria Hotel there. So yeah, babies linked to Aldi as well. I have a paper from Aldi that I thought it was ticket. Aldi as well, and there is something linked to this one, and to the scooters. This is what I was writing in Barcelona. It's like, like you have a police officer saying that I am fucking odd and that I write brand names, then that I write car plates. Then it's like I had shit as well that I didn't like. I didn't. What the fuck? What is that? Oh yeah, this is all the arrest thing that I have here. And I took this from Emmy. So Emmy, it's about babies too. Like the stuff stolen from me that I reported to the police. Something linked to this as well that I found on the parking of the university. This one, I think, is it German? Yeah, this is German. And then you have keto thing as well, everything here. You're like, they saw everything. They were going through everything. They saw everything. They saw like the kid thing. Oh shit. They saw this. So I'm writing like, it's like, why do I have fucking pages of matriculation plates with dates and time and and then I have like information of people who seem to have perhaps disappeared or not declared that they have lost their most precious belongings. It's like, what's going on? I thought they were about to frame me. I thought they were about to frame me for those deaths. But apparently not, because perhaps it looks like I might have killed them, and so if I might have killed them, then it means that they don't have to say anything about it because this is what they do, covering the shit up for us. because they handle killing networks. It's like, yeah, okay, they are from the other. We turn a blind eye on this. Okay, so babies, Apple, perhaps babies too. Then those people, if you know information on them, to arrest them because we don't know where they are. But if you have information, it's 125K, 125K. It's Ernst Völkerstaub, like stabbing, and Staub like sand in English. And Burkhard. I've seen a truck with this written on it. Garbage. They have stole money and cigarettes at gas stations. And this police thing is in front of a gas station, so I don't know if it's the truth or not, but perhaps it's the truth. There are cannibalists, murderers, and thieves. One had, so Staub had 2016 written, and Garbeck had 2023, 2024. So perhaps I'm going to take a train. But like I'm not aren't I supposed to be with Justin? So Niedersachen. I thought I was supposed to take the plane to go to America. Niedersachen. So they are from Niedersachen, and that's it. Okay, so this is the information that has been provided to me, and the emails. Those are personal emails that are normally only available to the police. So this is one back thing that is there. So perhaps they killed. Perhaps they killed her. So I'm gonna see on the internet Frankfurt. Perhaps I can investigate to see if I see linkages. But the thing is that I do not. How can I investigate on that? I am supposed to have. I do not have accesses, official accesses. It's like I have them, but I cannot leverage them myself. It's like I am in the dark, so that they are in the dark as well. Anyway. So this is what it all looks like. This tofu, he didn't want it to be outed because it's been a problem, and as well like another paper with information that I posted. I don't know if you can see whatever. So they insisted to search for a paper like the locker, night locker. It's like it's important that they keep the paper, that the police forces, so that the paper would be given back to the library, right? The night lockers. It's important that they fucking how do you say, search everything. The locker. Anyway, so here you have all my papers. Do you see anything? No, you don't. You have all my papers here, right? It was not here, but whatever. The bottle, I never put it here. But you see that it's just, I don't know. It's a mess. It's a mess. It doesn't hold. Normally, if it's well put, like the thing like holds like in the thing. You see that there. It's like they've been through all my papers. It's like as if they didn't know about it, but whatever. Like you see that this is broken as well. When I visited that night, they break this as well. This is the papers. I don't know what there is there. This is the how far the fucking harassment goes. You know, like there as well. It's been broken off. This one is. I'm gonna show you now. This one is it's food on it. This one is like the paper. It's not a bit too targeted actually. I don't know if I have all the pages. I don't know if I have all the pages. Yeah, no, there is coffee in it. So, like it has to be dirty. You see that there is coffee mark in it. It's a bit loose. There, can you see? There, it's cornered. There you have one corner that has been removed. That is here, back here. The GIA sending a message. Yeah, so now it deteriorates itself here. What is written here? We live in spirit and are pretending not to live in spirit. Physical reality equal dream in spirit of pretending we aren't in spirit. CBC. So wait a minute. We live in spirit and are pretending not to live in spirit. In spirit. While we are in spirit, we pretend not to live in spirit. We live in spirit and are. Yeah, okay. The physical reality is a dream of the spirit, pretending that we are the spirit. We are in a dream, pretending that we aren't spirit. This is some of the teachings that they are going about, like the esotericism. This is the how they think as well. We are in a dream. We are in a dream. This reality does not exist. This is a dream. The Amerindian think that we are living in a collective dream. And when you interpret, so we are a spirit which is asleep, and we do not know all that we know. Therefore, in essence of our energy, and so therefore we are asleep and dreaming somehow. This is where it comes from, I guess. But it can be interpreted in another manner. It's an allegorical manner as well to make it to occult as well what's really going on. It's a metaphorical manner to nurture your subconscious, your creativity to inspire yourself as well. So we are in a collective dream, and each dream of one another influence the dream of the other. And by dream, you can, like, the American dream. This is where it comes from as well. Siphoning the Amerindian, Native American, sorry, philosophy and religion. And then Trump has been commanding ICE to fuck them over while they are already being parked in pieces of land, like sequestered in pieces of land, basically, like, like, you're not, it's not your country anymore. They've been invaded, colonized, and not recognized as being the original people from the land. Like, rightfully, the same is being done to Africa. Royalty is not African anymore, so they say. Well, it all come from Africa. You know what I mean? It's like uprooting the foundations. When you do that, it's like it collapses. And perhaps this is the point, to be able to make things collapse with an easier way, in an easier way. And this is what's happening right now because of lacking foundation. Because the foundations are ignored, then it all collapse way too easily. Once you push hard enough. And smart enough. It's not about hard only. It has to be smart, because this is what we do. And so, oh, I didn't show you. Yeah, we are living in an American dream. We're living, fuck. And once again, it's like, do you see where I can't with these people? Because of, it's just fucking stupid. It's incredibly stupid. The day I need someone to be dirty to feel satisfied about anything, I think I would kill myself. The day that happens to me, it means that I have completely lost it, and that, no, I cannot live that way. It's not, no. I wouldn't allow myself to be that sick. It's like, it means that I'm too far gone. It means that I'm too far gone, and that I no, it's not possible to live like this. This is not a life. It's not a life to live like this. And perhaps this is not the point. You're not supposed to leave. So there, can you see? Up here, this is dirty. Wait a minute. Gotta do this differently. They didn't give me anything back, and I like my glass back, but I found another one. This is cool. So I sleep on top of this, and here, I don't know if you see, but basically it's been dirtied on the top where I sleep. So this is only people who couldn't kill me at birth, and so therefore they are just being mean. The abuse of power to be mean, because I survived this, and the abuse of the power so that what I work to keep my standard of living up would be uh, because we are powerful by showing to the world that basically they're just fucking stupid, like incredibly stupid. So I don't know if they've gone through my. It doesn't look like they've gone too much through my stuff. It could be that they've gone through things and then, but I don't think that this has been happening. I think that it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Like they've been doing like a scheme at the police station. Like what, they forgot my red bag and that they had to pick it up again. So normally it was a queue so that I would be freaking out on my bag being stolen while I've already had a bag with my belonging stolen. But the thing is that I still have I still have a oh my god. I actually still have stuff in here. I still have a bag at Simon's and I have clothing there. Then I would just need to wash everything, to put everything in a bag, to wash everything, and I have even a blanket there. Can you imagine? Have another blanket that is even better than those ones. So it's like I have a sleeping bag. I have a sleeping bag. I could take a bigger bag. That would be annoying, but then I would have a sleeping bag to sleep here, and then I would put in the bag and in the bigger bag, and so I need to wash everything again. I need to wash everything, perhaps, to be sure that it's clean, to sort out absolutely everything. So I can't go to the library, so we're gonna go about plenty material. I'm gonna go back to the Epstein file. I'm gonna circle back on the Epstein files. Uh, we're gonna make some new discoveries on the Epstein files. I'm gonna read through it for the. I have as well some reports. I think I'm gonna pick up a report or two and go through it with you in front of the camera. I have lots of material to go through as well. I can go through the psych operation military training thing that I didn't go through yet entirely. And because I am leading a psych operation as well, military psych operation, it's like I'm saying to people to suicide, they're like, pew, suiciding. It's like damaging people on their psyche. So it's military level of action, right? On the on the psychological level, and playing an entire group of serial killers at the same time, like being a honeypot, like being the center part of what they see, what they obsess on, and then playing them on the basis of their insanity, which they cannot control. So then you can control them on this. It's fucked up and it's annoying because then it's like my life has been turned upside down, and right now I'm like in a position where in which I do not wish to be. It's like in a position where I would like to be in a different position right now. I would like to be with Justin, for instance, and I do not know when I'm going to be with Justin. In the numbers, it was written that I was supposed to be with them right now. And the police officer as well said in a devious manner that they have plenty work right now. Like they are apprehended shitloads of the K in here, and serial killers from the order as well. And because I was supposed to leave, I'm supposed to be in the USA right now, or I am supposed to be in another country with Justin. I'm supposed to be reunited with Justin at the moment. Instead, you have this fucking terrorist, DDQ Trump, that who has been killing even more people so that he would legitimate himself as the remaining psychopath, totally demented, sociopath, totally demented on top of the government without letting anything go. So this is what I said. I started to gather that much information and evidence on the fact that he's completely sick mentally, and that it is obvious to the face of the world that it's impossible that you would have a psychotherapist, a licensed psychotherapist, telling you that the dude is not insane, is not mentally unstable and unfit for a presidential position. This is impossible. Like he's caught on camera by a journalist speaking to himself, or speaking to someone, or someone saw him talking to someone like a secretary, I don't know. In the Oval Office was nobody there. Then to be sure that it's not a lie, you would need to get the information out as well. You will need to get the information out to corroborate it with some testimonies and so on. But he already admitted having an addictive personality. This means that all that relates to addiction pathologically, all that relates to this can incriminate him into being unfitted for being a president. Like if it's grave addiction, then you are 100% unfitted for the job. And we can see that he's addicted to freaking many things, like violence. It's like you see him in front of the camera going about violent statements and be like, deadly. In the dark of night, horrible death, horrible death, oh, when does he highlight anything else like this? Like I see him going about like other stuff, other shit, but like take a look at, I don't know, Macron, like as a president. Translate his statements. Take a look a bit at what he does, how he does it, how he speaks. He is never been like, oh, you're so cute. Your voice is so cute. Oh my god. And you're so beautiful. When he has a kid at the phone, like he's never. You don't see that individual as well. Like I take this person because this is another case that I know of. Like I could have taken as well the example of Holland, another president, French president. He's never, no, never gone that far. Like his reputation was that he was too lenient and not in the action enough. But then all the rest is like it's inexistent. You don't perceive it in France. It's like the judicial system is like it's as well. It's not used. It's just there. You don't use it. The police, you just file reports when you have something stolen, but then otherwise you don't use the police because the police is violent, can turn violent really quickly. They are there for demonstration to try to protect the people, but then there are death and people injured. This is the police in France, and yeah, the people is responsible for it as well. Gilles Lonely is responsible for it. Bernard Arnault responsible for it. That this is not my doing. I have been ordering the police of my territories to be peacemakers, to never escalate on anything, and instead to be the voice of resolution rather than being the voice of escalation. The job that it is said that they are supposed to do. This is what I have been ordering the bastards of this world to do. Because all cops are bastards, and I am a bastard. And so then when there is escalation and so on anywhere else, anywhere in the world, it's the equivalent of fighting against the crown. It's the equivalent of seditious behavior. Unless you're taking out enemies of the crown. And then there is a loophole, because you have to escalate against the people against me having a seditious behavior themselves, because you have to protect the crown. This is what the police is about as well, protection of the crown. So they told me at the police station that I was supposed to make a deposition. Instead, like, they just took my address, the address of Berlin that I said, my previous, and yes, I'm going to be here for 24 hours. I have all the other options. I still have material to go through. I would be able to upload absolutely everything on YouTube. I see that I am getting closer to leaving Germany. I still don't know when exactly, but I am given pretty clear cues that I am leaving. I just don't know when. And yeah, like DDQ Trump is therefore an abuse terrorist. You can see that there is a conflict of interest that is quite obvious between my power and his power currently, and that there is an obvious fight, and that people are in between both. But actually, if anyone would be to take a massive hit right now, they can be sure that they would receive compensation from me in the end. I am one who is here to solve issues, not to create more of them. But I had to become the bigger problem so that the danger that I represent would become a bigger danger than the one that my enemies represent. And at the same time, I can drag people in my direction because my enemies are not offering what I have to offer. It's like in the immediate, and I see presence of aliens. When in the immediate time, right now, this is not directly accessible in a traditional manner, in a very humane manner. Yet, absolutely every day, everyone is benefiting from my presence, from my words, from my work. This is already a tangible reward that everybody has access to. This is what's going on right now. Like everybody has access to some type of information that they didn't have access to previously. And this is part of my work as well. And so there is already a reward that is given to absolutely everyone for keeping me safe and for making sure that I can continue to report and share information. This is the direct reward. It's not money, but you can make money with it. For instance, you can be able to navigate better the landscape so that you would be able to take advantage from the landscape to gain more power. And this is invaluable compared to what they have to offer to you, which is only seeking to dominate you at all costs. So I'm already paying absolutely everyone for the effort that has been done. This is not money, this is not houses, this is not clothing, blah, 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 not yet. But this is something that's tangible and that you can already rely on, and that you might have already relied on to take further steps. And so there is already something that I'm awarded to absolutely everyone, while I am the bigger threat, right? And I am as well working on building up safety for absolutely everyone on this planet. Perhaps they're going to have some more of flu type A that's coming. Perhaps the flu type A is coming over right now, and I haven't heard anyone sick in my surrounding for months right now. It's like it's all like, but like forest, like by the technology. Like right now, as an answer to what's happening with me internally or what I'm writing. So people being 100% wired to what I am seeing and the information that I'm sharing in like this video right now is shared, I'm sure, on some hacking platforms and so on. So some people are seeing me all around the world right now. Some hackers are seeing me all around the world through this camera because they can spot some networks around here, or they can take advantage of some public networks and so on, so that they would be able to access the computer. I don't know exactly how that works yet, but I know that it's possible. Or some people from the intelligence world as well, having resources which are from the intelligence world to be able to access the computer. And the police has been taking the serial number of my computer and of the tablet, so it means that they are wired to my IT, and they can mirror my interface. And then on the other device, serving as a duplicate of this device, they can gather all the elements, save and backup all the data, everything, keep it safe somewhere where the other wouldn't know where it is. Because then, like there are some leaks in security systems that are done on purpose. It's like the Pentagon. At some point, the Pentagon security system apparently was not up to date, like was really easy to access. But it was the point as well, because not anyone had access to a computer and so on. And because of the accesses thing, like you needed as well the knowledge and programming and so on, then it was not perhaps perceived as such a priority to upgrade the security layers of the Pentagon so that enough people would have access to the information. And this is how someone who's been targeted, so that some officers from the intelligence world are as well alien officers. There are some alien officers within the intelligence world. So this is a cooperative effort between alien forces and human forces. The CIA has been saying several times that this is right now an interstellar entity, and that it's not anymore a human only entity. Men in Black, do you, why do you think that there is a movie about it? And why do you think that Will Smith, born on the 25th of September officially, has been starring the it's not a TV show, like the trilogy? I think there are three of them. Why do you think that this person with the same birthday, the same skin color that me, would have been starring those movies? It's the same. Apparently, he's been scouted for being the main protagonist character of the Matrix. It's because the Matrix is supposed to be about me, but I'm not sure about this. But I think that it's sensical to say that Will Smith, a Smith, like you have Agent Smith, then you have William, right? The Matrix was out. Like if you check the date, my date of birth and the one of the Matrix, I was 6 years old or something like this. Like the alignment in the date is pretty indicative of the movie that has been made for me. Also, because when I was 6 year old, it was a good time for me to see that movie, which was forbidden to children below 12 or 15, something like this. But I was still going there because this, and I've seen it at the cinema. Reggie is someone who was working, a colleague of my submissive mother, who was working with her, was like inviting Lucia, his hacker, his wife, and they had a child. At some point they left. They left to live in Evreux, close to Paris, or on the way between Caen and Paris. So he had knowledge on computer science when I was 6 year old. So when in 1998, he knew how to hack and to reboot the OS system and so on. When there were viruses, he was the one booting the entire system up. So it's like you need to be really into this when you are in 1998, right? And so Will Smith, William the Conqueror, um, 25th of September, somewhat of my skin color. I go there while I'm 6 year old, younger at least. And they say at the entrance of the cinema, like, aren't they too young? And I think this was on purpose as well, so that I would notice that I was not supposed to be watching this movie at this age. And then Regis saw the CBC mother said, no. Regis, I think, was like, no. The computer scientist, the Matrix. And then so we've been watching the movie. That was incredible. I loved it. I was like out of the movie. I was like, yeah. You know, when you are a 6 year old, everything has a bigger impact on you. And so I have seen this movie that I've seen then as documentary, and then I was wondering about like my life and the illusion and so on. This gave me a framework of analysis that had enough depth so that I would be able, through that mythological tale, be able to operate and see parallels with this world. Basically, it had a big impact on me. And you see, like the first episode is like the first movie is not so. It's like it's violent. It's a blockbuster, but it's not so violent. It's not so bloody. It's just like there is blood and so on. But you know, it's a bit mind bending and fucked up, and it fucked me over. Yeah, but I don't know. It's like whatever. So then, Agent Smith, the main protagonist, against Neo, and Neo becoming Smith, Smith becoming Neo, Will Smith. You know, like it's a bit the perfect fit, or a Smith playing Neo, and then Neo actually being a Smith within the movie. That just, you know, like bring something more already. So it gives more taste, more peps to the cast, and to like the elaboration of the movie. You know, like instead it's been Kenny Reeves, Ravel, because um, the K didn't want something that big, I guess, to be given to a black person. So Will Smith had to decline, and Reeves, Ravel instead, Russell was placed instead. And so there we go. Instead of having a superhero basically of a blockbuster of the of the most influential movie of this last decade, last 20 years, last 50 years, last century perhaps. The most influential movie of the last century, if ever. I don't know if anything was like, it's like it has such a big impact right now, you know? It's like The Matrix. You don't have anything else like this, like sci-fi and so on. You don't have, no. Star Wars, but then The Matrix is, that's that's something else, right? And it's like it's up to date right now, right? It's like it's very grounded on reality, and as well it's linked to a historical event that is happening right now, a global change and a global era of revelation as well, a revelation revolution, a revolution of revelation, right? An informational revolution. It's like we already have been knowing a first step of of a first revolution in terms of information and sharing of information with the appearance of the development of internet, right? It's like with the internet, then you have the darknet. Like the internet belongs to the USA, by the way. It's been developed by the Air Force, I think. It's an intranet, a communication network that is that has been pushed to the world, and so free information and so on, blah blah blah, circulating everywhere, everything monitored, gathering the information on absolutely everyone through their devices, getting closer to them with the phone, with the computer, which is like a more advanced version of a television. And so, and then the tablet as an option to the mobile phone, the television, and mind control and mind formatting device, and then you have here a mind control and mind formatting device as well with the algorithms, and then the algorithms are curtains to block some people, to make appear some people on the feed of other target groups and so on. And then you can articulate absolutely everything like this to influence the crowds, which are worked up to feel more and more isolated and more dependent on their devices, so that you would be able to manipulate them even further, a step further, on top of the technology that is broadcasted absolutely everywhere. And this as a recaller of the frequency thing. The phone is tuned to your mind. And so this is why you can't help it but go back on Facebook all the time, because there are some silent reminders that are programmed in the back of the app to remind you to go visit the app, stuff like that. Or you like impulsive buying and so on. In some companies they have like in the back they are either allowing to do some research on you, so that would be able to manipulate you with like to fine tune the level of manipulation of your psyche and body, or they are themselves needing some research to be able to manipulate you, like Netflix, right? Binge um, watching. You have batch of individuals with this type of frequency. Can you make them watch longer the series and so on, and you fine tune and so progressively in that manner, led by MIT, because they are close to MIT apparently, or have been giving rights to MIT because they have been coerced into or colonized with the alumni of MIT into developing this type of project for the guild, another sect, the guild of MIT. And then you have like a group of soldiers, like tech soldiers, that war. We're gonna control everything, dominate absolutely everything, and we're gonna plot to get absolutely control over all we want on this planet. Uh, so yeah, you see, like there are different layers. It's basically hidden wars of hidden wars of hidden wars, and you have plans. Everybody plans, and everybody wants to be at the top, and so then it's like conspiracies and counter conspiracies and conspiracies and conspiracies and secrecy and this is why with the mind control and so on, they have access, like they are plotting like so far into war that when you discover some type of technology that allows you to see through the eyes of another person, then you feel safer and you feel like more at the top of what's going on with the most advanced individuals, aka me, for instance, right now, because I am leading an effort which is changing the entire global environment. And at the same time, I am influencing absolutely everyone with every single of my words to program them into becoming a different version of themselves. This is it. This is like a ticking time bomb. With which are we can be programmed into the entertainment industries with certain type of messages that they're going to hear and then going to lead, for instance, like by vehiculating a certain type of message. And I have been starting some type of work with Stalk Yourself that everybody has been taking advantage from, but in the end it has been participating in just sharing a new type of ideology which has been pushed forward and shared by absolutely everyone, while they were thinking that they were dominating me, but that while they were not dominating me. And so they have been spreading certain type of messaging like care, 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 which was already in suits. Care, Mike Ross is caring way too much. And so me, I come in the continuation of this. Then you have Hillary Clinton, stronger together. I think that was it. And me, are like better, be good, better together. I am an element of this global thing that is going on. I come in continuation of it, right? It didn't begin with me, right? It just I'm here. I am like a masterpiece, basically, that is just pushing and leading everything forward. Because as well, I am a fucking celestial prince. You know what I mean? I have a lot to discover. I have a lot to understand. But for now, I am here telling you about the matrix. I don't know what I was talking about. I just know that this video is broadcasted to people that I don't know who you are, but I just know that you are looking at this. It just makes sense. It makes sense. It's like I know that there are some hackers and that it's possible to do this. Like if it's possible to see through my eyes, what wouldn't be possible to see through this? And I know as well that perhaps some hackers has been sharing some information that has been going on with my mind, which brings the necessity of increasing the security measures that are surrounding our own bodies. There is this necessity to develop some ways to jam the signal or to make sure that it's all fucking safe for absolutely everyone. And right now, with the abuse of power and so on, the system is not to be trusted. Like it's all about abuse. So yeah, The Matrix, Will Smith, what else? I don't know. I'm just following the trail of information that's coming through my mind. Yeah, so everything is programmed, and then it's just a gigantic piece of when everything is gonna happen, different version and so on, like a tree of a potential event that is already calculated. The matrix has been up and running for at least a century, I think. And so I was studying data science as well in gym, but I was magically kept away from it. Like where and it was before the AI boom. Of course, it was 12 years ago. So AI it's not it's not new. It's not new. People have been knowing about it in a more like obscure manner and not talking too openly about it as well. in further ways than coding manners, which is as well the way that we use to propagate information in an occulted manner through mythologies. This is why you have some poesies and so on, which have morals, you know, like describe a certain type of situation when you know what's like when you know more about certain type of truth, then you understand that the poesy was actually about this type of reality and this type of mechanism that is happening within the system, and that you can therefore decode now that you have the understanding of the code, not that you are being um, not that you have been initiated to understand how the system, how this codification system works, and as well, once you have been upgraded, once your credentials have been upgraded through the delivery of information that is coming from me. For instance, I am initiating you to so much that is happening, and yeah, we're living in a collective dream. So mythology to embed and put a curtain of understanding on what's really going on. As well, remember better images. If I'm telling you that we all have perceptions, and when we talk, we share our visions and we agree or not on those visions. And then we incorporate the vision of someone else into the vision of someone else. You can understand it, right? But it's still less powerful and less memorable than saying that we are living in a shared dream, right? It's like the dreaming. It's absolutely everything, right? Like it goes beyond perception, and it motivates you to think further than what I see in my reality, which is as well the point of esotericism, I suspect, and spirituality, which is like just to elevate yourself in a occulted manner, like in a subtle manner, right? It's like if I'm telling you this is this and this is that, then you're gonna be like this is this and this is that. If I'm telling you this could be la la la, then you're like, oh, what is this? Maybe it's this, maybe it's this. No, no. You know, like if you use like image, like you try to define it for yourself, right? And therefore you have more freedom into creating what that could be, instead of being stuck into a compliant version of this is this and this is that. You live in spirit instead of living in science and facts, right? And so we are living in a shared dream. What it means that we are sharing our visions. A dream is as well a synonym for vision. We are sharing our aspirations. We are sharing what we want, our most potent vision, like our most potent inspiration, or like what we feel most like what we really would like to happen in this world, and that has a strong emotional tie to it, and that would be like, or that would be like a vision that is like so far gone, yet that you still would like to happen. This could be qualified as a dream or a vision, being visionary. Visionary innovators, they have a pictures of the future, and from that picture of the future, then they are just moving, trying to move toward this final point, right? And so a dream is several pictures of the future, and then everyone is like moving toward their own dream, right? And moving into the creation of a forefront, like the future, right? In Asia, I think the future is in the back because you don't see the future. And the timeline is moving like this, from the back to the front. So it's the same movement. We go in this direction. The future is there, you don't see it. Unless you turn and step back. Something like this, you know? You have to move your perception. Why? Otherwise you don't see it, otherwise it's occulted to you. So it's like a bit of an effort. So the future is in the back, and up, once it's in the present, oof, you see it, right? it has as well the meaning of, if you go backward, then you are likely to foresee the future, because we work in patterns. This is the hidden way to tell you, step back, take perspective on what's going on in your present, and then you're going to be able to see your future, to be able to manipulate your present, so that you will be able to have the future that you want, depending on where you place yourself right now. Right? This is as well this type of image. Do you want this future to come to you? Do you want this future to come to you? Or do you want this future to come to you? Like, step back, go backward. Then you see where you're at, and you see how it could be. And then you're like, oh, actually, I prefer this. Apply. And then you have another future coming to you. In an Occidental Western manner, the future is in the front. Right? And either we tend to have the image of moving toward the future and not having the future coming to us. Right? So the future, the movement is not going that way. It's like we move away from the past. Detach yourself from the past. Like, move away from the past. This is more like you take the action of moving away from the past. Right? You don't have the past that detaches itself from you, because the past is in front of you and you always see the past. But you can advance toward the past, to see the past, to be stuck in the past. So if you continue to advance with the past, you're stuck in the past. While if you let go, then the past remains in the past and the future comes to you anyway. Do you see the difference in images? This is what we can call neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. Neuro, L, linguistic, P, programming. And all is images like this. And once you know how it works, the psychology of it, then you understand how to manipulate the images and how to talk through it in an imaginative manner. Like taking back the essence, so going back, like the mechanism, the principles beneath the imagery, beneath the text, to be able then to use the same type of vocabulary and to move within those images and metaphors, right? So the dreams, you know that in the Western field, then you have the future that can come to you, but like you're more moving toward the future, right? Like you have to take steps. You have to be proactive. You have to build your future. This is the thing. You have to move toward it. Like we say, moving forward. You have to move forward, like, right? And moving forward is like taking proactive steps to build up your future as well. This is what it means implicitly. This is an idea that is implicitly told to you when it's like you have to move forward. Like you have to take action. You have to take responsibilities. You have to build something more, to reach something higher. And it's as well like the definition, the representation of what the meaning, one image of what a dream or a vision is. Right? A vision is not on the floor. I'm not looking at my vision here. I'm looking at my vision either there or there. I'm like, you think up when you want to get inspired. When you want to reflect on yourself, you're more like, when it's dragging you down, when it's heavy, it's like, it's down. It's like something heavy, it's down. So you look down, right? And the past is heavier than the future. The future is a dream, is a vision, is something that enters you, is something that is inspiring, is something that is full of potential. So, and it's not here, it's not present. It can only perhaps happen, perhaps not happen. So it's like it's either here or it's not here. And the weight is always here. It has been here and it anchors you. Something that's not here, or perhaps here, it's like more subtle. It's more in the air, right? So the future is up, the past is down, basically. And this is how you can as well talk to people to be a more efficient communicator, right? You can use this type of images that everybody is thinking about but is not aware of to emphasize. Like to emphasize to move higher, a higher vision. A dream is a higher vision as well, right? When you take height, you see better what's going on in the present. And when you are in a higher position, you have more information of what's going down. So higher. There's lots of it's like everything is linked like this. It's like there is a type of unity in understanding in the understanding of our world, right? This is how it works, this is how we work, this is why we use this knowledge to communicate and vehiculate ideas. Once you know those principles, once you know what's behind the curtain, then you understand and learn faster about everything, about absolutely everything, all the mechanisms that are beneath absolutely everything, and integrated the knowledge of whatever system of information that is presented on you to you goes faster. It goes faster because you understand the principles that are beneath the knowledge. Because this is just simply how it works. And this is something that is occulted. This is a deeper layer of understanding. And so, yeah, shared dreams, Native Americans, a shared dream, the dream is in front of you, it's like more higher, like a dream is like much more like something that is in the clouds as well. Like we have this image of the clouds being dreamy. When it's dreamy, it's in the clouds, you have a cloudy mind and so on. All these type of images. And so this is as well the role of linguistic to be able to leverage these images in an efficient manner and to understand the links and evolution of the subconscious imagery according to the context in which people have been living. Like perhaps if we were on the moon, something heavy from the past perhaps would be in the air, because we are not grounded, and it's like we're like, wow, I don't know what's happening anymore, I'm lost. So then the language and the way we would communicate and behave would be different, right? Because our environment, our context is different. And so because the environment and context in which we live is different, then we associate some ideas in a different manner. And so we vehiculate them subconsciously in a different way. It's like I would say to say like, oh yeah, the future is nice, like just automatically, because to be in the future, perhaps you have to be grounded, right? You have to make things happen. And if you're in the air, you're lost and you don't know what to grab and so on. But if you're on the floor, grounded, then therefore you can just build something steady, right? You know? So yeah, there is this. There's a lot of information. Um, this is something that I can link as well to feeling better about yourself with Stalk Yourself. And this is what's supposed to be happening. I have a part of philosophy of Stalk Yourself that is linked to philosophy and spirituality, like the Kaizen, like to include the Kaizen principles into the feeling better and supporting each other every day. All this is what I'm supposed to do this right now. Then what else? I'm offering what I'm supposed to be doing And so it motivates people as well because it's already here. It's not something that is not concrete. It's like you remove this person, which is inflicting you pain. You get this instead with me, and I am the bigger problem. Anyway, you're gonna suffer bigger pain. So it's like, do you want nothing with this person and only pain, or do you want to get actual advantages with me and remove yourself from the pain, from the consistent and persistent pain, which is delivered to you and being killed? It's like, do you want this? So like, I have the power as well to kill you, but this is not why I'm here. It's like I have been proving you that I am fucking killing you because you're going against me. So now do not come against me and take what I have to offer to you. This is basically what's going on. And like you have been praying as well with what I have been providing to you. So do not obsess on killing me. And then some people have been shifting and like, oh yeah, actually yes, I prefer to get rewarded. And like it's healing. It's healing to understand better the world and to be inspired a bit by the knowledge that is provided to you, right? Like you can refresh, actualize the way you see the world. And so it's exciting because you are living in a certain world which was a world in which you have been all your life living in, and that it was perhaps a bit redundant and boring in the end and limited without hope, to a world of potential and new ideas that you can perceive in absolutely everything. This makes you feel better. So that's already healing. This is why learning is important, because then you refresh your vision of the world all the fucking time and you can still remain excited about living in this fucking world, and you have as well more mental framework and understanding of how everything works so that you could be able to create more. And when you create something, then it's like there is something that is rewarding as well in the act of building something, right? It's like, it's really like, oh yeah, wow, I've done this, it's cool. It works, it's functional, it works well, it's cool. There is pleasure in building something that works well and in a very fine and effective manner. There is pleasure and beauty in this, right? So, what else? Yeah, shared vision, shared dream. And you agree or not on the dream, right? You agree or not on the dream. I'm from the Western world, so it's easier for me to talk. And this way, you agree or not, they're like, oh yeah, I prefer this dream. Oh no, I prefer this dream. And so then people are it's like, oh, I see something that looks like this dream. Perhaps I want to go this direction, you know. And this is how we are living in a shared dream, because we exchange ideas, we exchange perception, and by convincing you of a vision being a good vision, being a vision that is nurturing, fulfilling, that is providing you what you're searching for right now, or a potential that you would like, you would love to live in, then I am sharing with you a dream that you then share yourself with others. This vision, it's like, oh no, I would prefer this. If I had the choice, I want this in my life. Because you know that this is a possibility. And then like some people, they're like, oh, actually, this can be possible to be made right now. I didn't think about it before. And then up, you have a person bringing the dream of the collective to the present. This is why we are living in a collective dream, because everything is about dreams. It's about what you want, ambitions, and so on. And everyone is bringing their piece of the puzzle. So this is it. This has been the dream of DDQ Trump, having, and the submissive people and so on, having everything dirty. So they made this happen. My dream is to share information with you, and this type of information, because it nurtures me as well. It builds my understanding of the world further. This is a pleasure. This is my love language. And yeah, I'm sharing love with you right now. This is the bar of 3 hours. I won't touch anything like this. You will see that the bar of 3 hours that is supposed to be 4 hours is still present. So, ta-da! I need to put everything back together, and I will continue another thing. I will start to read stuff. I hope that was interesting for you. I know this was. This is an Easter egg, a little surprise. Philosophy. Philosophy. This is where you understand this type of things as well. Initiating philosophy.